Like I said, I use it from everything from onboarding to benefits, 401k, and just general management of employee documentation and payroll. So I'm in the system multiple times a day. The payroll processing is very easy, very user-friendly. The system UI is very user-friendly. My business use case is that it saves me time as a department of one. I'm pulled in a lot of different directions, so I'm able to assign tasks through Paylocity, through the workflows and documents section. My onboarding has eliminated a lot of paperwork and gives the employee access to everything that they need. I used to get many questions from them in the weeks leading up to them starting, and now everything is seamless with the workflows that I've set up within onboarding. Onboarding. I've hired so many people. We're growing rapidly, so I'm able to set up specific onboarding depending on the position, and I can load in different documents that each classification of employee would need. So I have different documents for our production workforce, our salary workforce, our remote workforce. I'm able to have them sign everything through a DocuSign as part of the onboarding. Again, it saves me so much time, and I go in and I'm able to do my part of that. I believe the one I just did today is about 18 steps. So the employee uploads everything. E-Verify is built in with that, so that's one less thing I have to do. I'm just verifying those documents. And then everything goes from onboarding into that employee document center underneath employee search. You can find it within their documents. So I'm able to export that as a backup into their personnel folder. Done differently, and this could totally be user error for me. Most of my notifications go into the notification center within Paylocity. I would like to see those come to my email because I don't check that notification center. You know, as a department of one, my focus and my is limited, right, when I get pulled in many different directions. So having emails come to me instead of going to my notification center would be great. 10. I've recommended it to several other companies that I have at my round table. I think it's really good for, my experience as a small company. It integrates with all of our systems. So like I said, I don't have to manually import the 401k anymore. I don't have to manually import the benefits. So the 360 between those systems is really a time saver for me. So that's really great. I don't really have areas that could improve. It's probably my own limited knowledge of what Paylocity has available and just the time resource that I would dedicate to learning it. I really don't have anything bad to say. Like it's night and day difference from what we were previously using. The UI is amazing. Our employees had fantastic feedback about the difference between our previous HRIS system and Paylocity. So I really don't have anything bad to say. So we used iSolved previously, and then that would be the only admin side of the system that I have experience with. iSolved, the UI was definitely not as friendly. And this was about 2-3 years ago. It was just kind of clunky, and it just wasn't as user-friendly as Paylocity is. I really appreciate that Paylocity has invested in the UI, which makes it a lot easier for, the 18-year-olds and the 67-year-olds I have in the workplace. It's friendly for both. So at SHRM 2 years ago, we looked at several HRIS systems. We looked at Rippling, Paycom, Paycor, and Paylocity. And really kind of what sold it for me was Paylocity partners with an HR service company that I use in the Midwest. So they came really highly recommended. And then through working with JJ, who's our rep out of Iowa City, Iowa, he really sold it for me. I really liked working with him. I think he kind of served as like my onboarding implementation person, kind of guided me through that bumpy implementation. An HRIS system implementation's never 100% smooth, but I appreciated that he wasn't knocking on our door, every day. That can be overwhelming. And just the way that he was able to walk us through the system and explain it, and the fact that they came recommended from a partner that I already trusted really helped. So the 360 between the technologies saves on my hours worked, so it saves on my time expense. It saves on questions that people may have because they're able to view their information. I'd say ROI on the employees, they're happy with the system. It's like I said, it's not as clunky as our previous system. Really, it's been a huge time saver for me. I don't have data specifically at my fingertips right now for that, but the breadth of systems that Paylocity can talk to and integrate with is really one of the selling points and has been really helpful for me. Automating payroll takes me 15 minutes. So, taking that down from a couple hours previously in our previous system, the automated processes have really made an impact on my hours available to focus on employees. But that's the side we haven't gotten too much into yet. People do recognize each other. I do like that it does notify you when someone has a service anniversary or a birthday coming up. So I've seen that side of things. Have not used the surveys, but it is nice to see the community page. It is something that we could invest more time in and implementing as a company. Yes. 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 Yes, as I said, it's never 100% perfect, but we got there. Yes. Yeah, I mean, Office, DocuSign. We use a survey platform called Energage. Employee Navigator through Assured Partners as our benefits partner. I think that's generally it. Yeah.